Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Alan Wake. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's happened. Oh, I'm betting I'm not gonna be able to run back. We're gonna find out if there's an invisible wall or a bridge that looks to be out. Yeah, I was just saying,
Even
surprised
during
isn't it?
daytime, I was being stalked. The bridge must have collapsed only moments after I'd crossed it.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm surprised there's not a collectible back here. But I was saying in to Twitch before is the my intent is to be able to get through about another chapter and a half per episode. Sorry, per stream, not per episode. Jeez, that'd be insane. That way, when this is complete, we can move on to the next game, which will be coming out on the 26th. So I can't.
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
But yeah, that way, since this should only be about 6 chapters, by doing that and keeping it at that pace, we should be done. Oh, okay, I thought that was this has me curious. Nope. All right. Oh, yeah. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and say that I'm not enjoying this game, because I genuinely am. It's there's confusion about parts of it, but I think it's confusion. The confusion that I have is part of the game, right? Like this whole concept of Alan with the darkness, for a while it was like, is he the only one who's seeing it? Because no one else is commenting on it really. But then now Barry has experienced it. And with him experiencing it, that now makes it more obvious that, like, oh, okay, so it's not just Alan who's seeing it.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot.
Yeah, you always have a
an itchy trigger finger who could use a
issues with Twitch.
and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Thanks, man. Oh. Looks like there's probably a place for me to drive up this way, so run back down here and get the truck. Vroom. Yep, that's where I just was, so. There's no bridge over there. What's up here? Besides another fire tower. You're static, so there's a radio up here. Actually a good view.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? Hey, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Yeah, I understand that. Alan apparently never has to poop. Can't go into the porta potties. What's in here? Got stuck. I was supposed to say a whole lot of nothing. I'll take a manuscript page.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Okay. Can I just jump down here? Yeah. I can not hurt myself was the other part of that statement. Skirt. Hell yeah.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Oh, hey, there's a manuscript right there.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. In 1970, a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity, and all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now, many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Yeah, of course not. But now it's dark.
Wake,
Where the hell are you?
change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
And
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
all right. Yep. Ow. It's barely a drop. I love the fact that it's just Energizer batteries too. Okay. I want to press that button because I feel like there's going to be something that's going to happen as soon as I press it. I'm going to go press it now because I also hadn't checked everything. Caution. Ow. Hey, so can't get my truck, can I?
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Cool. Awesome. I love when I dodge into it. I got hit in the fucking head by a train car. Just gonna chill back here for a little bit. Let the health regen a little bit. Okay. Oh, great. Flashbangs. That's what I wanted. Nothing this way. What's funny is when I see like these big axles, I just think of fuck, what's it called? Lethal Company right now. You know what? We got one of them with the flashbang. Because there were two things in there.
What the hell?
I'll just stay in here. It's safe in here. It's not safe in here. Who am I kidding? Alright, so I can't do anything with that until I kill the power.
Was to go through the building. I I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Which means I have to go all the way down there. Great. Just great. Hey, boys. Okay, you know what? You know what? That's a flare. There you go. Whoop. Gotta fucking sneeze. Oh boy. Okay. It's weird when we're being asked to turn off the power. That's like the opposite of what the game has taught us to do so far. Pretty sure I saw that thing drop. Ow. Oh, okay. Well, this is unfortunate. Ooh! Good thing that pole was there. Alright, I'm betting that thing's gonna also... I'm a fucking genius. Ow. Hello? Best-selling author. Well, that's not what I wanted. Great. Didn't exactly get the refill of my flare, which is a little unfortunate, but it's whatever. How about up here? Anyone want to talk to a best-selling author? And that's why I play on PC with keyboard and mouse. Trust no one in the dark. But yeah, like getting some of those flick shots are definitely big reasons. Is this a ladder? Oh, it is. Okay. That's everything. Why is the chair glowing? Follow.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Gross. Oh. Everything's fine. We're all good. Okay, so I finally figured out what the max for the batteries are at 20.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
You don't know that? It could be. I'm betting I can't take this to drive. All right? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. managed to hit the the post. Oh, you know what? Let's pause for a moment. Oh. All right. Give me a moment. I gotta grab something. All right. All right. Oh, I got myself turned around. I'm like, where the fuck was I?
I stared through the bars of the jail cell.
Uh-oh.
Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet.
We're going to jail.
Looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Yeah. Well, okay. Great. That's perfect. Go to the light. You realize the exact thing that people always say don't do.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Pump action shotgun. I don't know what the difference is. I now know what the difference is. It's not just a two or a double barrel. I'll check what's up here, because I know I saw the thermos up here. I feel like I'm at a oh. No. All right. What is... Oh. Hey, it's a good thing I checked. What does it say? Trust no... Okay, yeah. Ow. All right. So that's what was up here. Anyway, so I get back down here, which I didn't see this shit over here. Even better, though. It just ends up being, which way do I go? Because there's now like two different things. Oh. So I could go that way, and I could go this way. I guess it doesn't matter. Oh. One thing I don't like about this game too is like when you get into this, it just makes the entire level wavy. As opposed to like, ow, you could dodge into that. Wait, did it save when I... Well, that's annoying. I had a bad checkpoint. Nope, missed. Means now I think I need to come back into here. Yep, this is here, so I'm gonna pick up a couple more of those flash bangs. There we go. Oh no! Look at all these people! Okay.
I had no real plan.
Oh,
I was going
it
to
didn't
give
even
the Kidnapper
save.
all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Is definitely... Yep, okay, cool. And rotate. You don't have that yet. God damn. All right, that's a little on the frustrating side. Let's do that again. Huh. Platforming as Alan Wake is not good. Hey, boys. That's bad. Real bad. Yep. Okay. I really wish I had a better checkpoint than where I was at. That one wasn't even that bad. I just was shit at that one. That attempt. Like... I'm like not. What was that? All right, the flashbang was the best way to get out of here. Yep. Hey boys, once again, how's it going? I don't remember what round we're on now, but jammed my finger yesterday and now just kind of like re-hit it on my bike stand. That kind of hurt. Like I actually have to sit here and go like, huh? And like, okay, I'm looking right here. God damn, okay. I finally got it without falling. Oh. Hey again, boys. I took out the big guy. All right. I always thought that the big guy took like at least one of the flashbangs. All right, shotgun, lithium batteries.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Come on, boys. You know what? Okay, I was able to open it, but it didn't do shit. Oh my, it's just like, there's not, I feel like there's not a good way to get them into a pattern. And like, I threw out the flashbang, it just, they got me before the flashbang went off. Come on. Come. Fucking Christ. Yep, cool. Pick up a bunch of flashbangs. Yay. Cool. Come over here. Oh, no. Toss that flashbang. That worked. That got them all this time. Now I know I can go stand in there and get healed, so I'm going to go do that. Because I did get knocked. Have the God Rays heal me. Which I think that's full health. Grab all of those.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Swap that out. Pop these guys in. Okay. I'm gonna trigger some people here. Pick up the coffee. Pick that all up. There's gonna be some people coming in here now. Okay. Heard you coming. That was actually unintentional. Oh, did I trigger them? Must have. There you go. Please give me a checkpoint. Fucking finally. Okay.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
Oh, good. Crosses.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
Man, it's like some of the combat. I know I said before the combat's like kind of self-explanatory and relatively easy, and then I deal with something like this, and it's like, well, maybe it's a little clunky. Okay. Doesn't really look like there's anything up there. Yeah, it just brings me back down over there. Okay.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Okay. So much of this is just like... Inanimate objects shouldn't move on their own accord. Put us... Oh, okay. Trying to see what the achievement that I got was. Can I... Is there anything in here? No. There's not even a point for me to try to get into there.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Yeah, I was fumbling too. Don't worry. Still trying to push for that chapter end. Like we're pushing on an hour, but we're not like, oh my god, we need to end now. Just like cross the ghost town. It was that was spooky. Oh, this was like a train track. So I looked at this, I was like, this looks like one of those hoppers that fills up trains. Did it. I stopped the inanimate. Okay. Ow, how did that hit me? Well, I feel relatively safe here because it's just this guy who can't hit me right now. Okay. One down. Two down. Three down. I did it. Don't like how creaky that is with just my body weight. Sure. I don't like having them both on opposite ends of me. I don't know why I shot it. It's like that's gonna do anything. Got a key. Is there anything in there? Is that caved in? That's caved in. Oh. Hello. Oh, that was a weird pop for the direction you're facing. Okay. Got a new flare. Uh-oh, TV.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake. using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Yeah, totally not crazy. Not at all. Do I swap out the shotgun for the hunting rifle? The fact that it's here tells me that I should. Don't need it. I don't need that. Not at all.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
There we go. I like the breathing. Could go without the breathing.
Birds.
Great. With that right there? That was a good shot by me, by the way. Shot right there. Right in that post. They just keep spawning in. Oh, good. Played a little too much Resident Evil. When I saw that green right there, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, green herb. That's not part of this game. Tunnels go to Cauldron Lake. It's too spooky. Can you just say my name and not like whisper it? I know I saw the bright light down there, so. Oh, great. Fucking peachy. Oh, I don't have... Okay. I guess I'm going this way now. Yep. Cool.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Awesome. Let's use the shaky platforming. Oh, okay, I see what I'm... Okay. Is there nothing up here? Is there really no reason for me to cut? Oh, there probably is, actually. Be for this. Yep, just like that. I can just walk across that one. Yeah. then we climb up here now. Do that. Boom, we fucking nailed it. It looked like there was daylight out here. I was bamboozled. Yeah. Fuck. What direction is progress? It's like down.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Jesus Christ. You know what? There was a focus up here. Oh. Cool. No. Hello, everyone. Yep. And with two of these, that tells me that it's probably going to be some birds. Told you. They're gone, so. Almost. Well, that's not good. It's no longer an almost. Everything's just fine. Like, you'd think all of these trees coming down would be like...
Shit.
Cause for concern. All right. Is there anything over here? I don't think so. Yeah, it looked like it was just gonna go to a corner. So I still have the hunting rifle. Got some ammo for it. Great. Yeah, and so often now, you get like a couple people spawning maybe ahead of you, and then you always have somebody spawning behind you too. So it's like when you have something like a flashlight that is like that. Like, I'm now just like dropping a flare almost every time. Because I have so many flares too. Hey, Cauldron Lake. We're back. Back to where it all began. The 8th deepest lake in the world, Cauldron Lake, is a caldera lake formed in a volcanic crater. The volcano itself could be considered to be active, but has not erupted since the volcanic earthquakes of 1970. And even the underground activity was comparably mild despite some property damage. There were no casualties. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in the Bright Falls area, as well as a central figure in many local folk tales. It's a popular recreational area for the area residents. Hey, you remember when this chapter started? I believe it started with us on the run from police. Yeah, I don't remember being chased by police either anymore. Ah, yes. I'll use some of the hunting rifle now, I guess. We're getting close to where it's about the same. Oh, there's a manuscript over here. Also, that bridge is out, so I can't go across it anyway.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Island waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be.
I love how that hit with two different ones. Thank you for the follow. How's it going? Okay. Yeah, I've been having a real good day. This is, apart from like a couple things with this game where it kind of just gets a little wonky, I've been really enjoying it. Yeah, this has been, for the longest time, I haven't really shown any sort of intrigue into playing this game, interest in playing it, until recently, where all of a sudden I started to see certain things about the game where, or at least more so Alan Wake 2, where I was like, oh, this looks really interesting. It kind of follows the thing that I really like, where, Jesus Christ, where it has like a really intense story, sort of, but then is just kind of has some silliness to it. Tom. I miss you, Tom. Tom, I miss you, Tom. CW and TZ. You talk to me on TV. Tom. I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? Tom. Oh, really? Not so much? I curse you, Thomas Zane. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really played either. This is a blind playthrough, and I've only seen, if you've played Alan Wake 2, it's the, I've seen most of the We Sing part, which is actually what made me want to play through Alan Wake. So that is why I started playing it. Ah, okay. I can understand that. If you're looking for something a little more fast-paced, then... Yeah, I mean, there's some slow parts to it. Like, a lot of the wandering is slow, and it could be just because I'm taking a lot of time to kind of, like, look around. Hey, gentlemen. Are you talking about just gameplay, or are you talking story? No, obviously don't give me, like, spoilers or anything like that, but... Ow! Gameplay? Okay. Up. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. And if, like, the whole thing, at least from what I've been experiencing with it, I've been way into the story. So if the story is better, then I'll probably be really into it. But yeah, if you're looking for faster gameplay, something like, if this is faster, then yeah, I can understand why you like this one better. Ow. But yeah, a lot of my complaints with this in terms of gameplay or in terms of like some of the wonkiness.
I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
I could attribute to the fact that this is what, like 10 years old, if not more.
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
That's another game series that I haven't played. Like, I don't think, apart from this, I don't think I've played a Remedy game. So, it's got me intrigued.
I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control.
That's not good.
Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated it.
A lot of people really like Remedy.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
That's also not great. Yeah, people talk about Remedy like I talk about RGG, the guys who make the Yakuza games. That's good. Yeah, I basically stream.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
Basically only stream single player.
Get away! Sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see? To get him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt.
Oh. Oh, this is part of the manuscripts. Yeah, where everyone ends with like a next time on Alan Wake type of thing. Even though it really doesn't, it pops the title card. Next time. But I'm nervous about every one of these songs now being copywritten, because I've got, for episode 1, the theme was or had Roy Orbison, and both times that played, it got flagged. So I don't know what we're doing with this.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Episode 4, The Truth.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
Heart
You're not Alice.
I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
One thing I've liked about this game is not knowing what's reality. That would be, I mean, that would kind of make sense in a way. That's been the whole concept.
Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Yeah, because the other guy was wanting him to write for them. So, but it's like this whole darkness thing. The fact that the manuscripts that we're picking up both are talking about things in the past, but also things in the future. You have the FBI agent who's talking about how being wanted for, or having the manuscript be evidence for murder, essentially. Like everything seems to be focused around having him write, which is interesting, if not confusing. But I've said it before. I said it, I think it was maybe the last stream. It could have been one of the episodes from this stream. But yes, I'm confused by a lot of what's going on, but I think that's intended. So I'm not going to necessarily knock it for, like, I don't know what the fuck is happening. It's now just like, I don't know what's happening. But I'm thinking I'm going to find out. I don't have all the pieces. But yeah, finding the manuscripts are both interesting, and I feel like and it's intended. Yeah, I figured it would be. It feels like it's supposed to be not a full-on horror, but kind of like a thriller mystery type of thing. And I'm kind of into it. Normally I'm not into like a spooky game, but I am into this because there's enough other stuff to it. It doesn't focus entirely on spooky. It is definitely more of an action game in that aspect. And having it be this like psychological style game where I mean, it feel like it's kind of just fucking with me in certain aspects. It's like, okay, there's buttons that are weird, but again, it's kind of an old game, and I can give it a pass for that. But other than that, I've been enjoying it. But that's going to be the end of the stream today. I've been streaming for about 5.5 hours, and it is time for dinner. So he's been in a mood all day. Oh no. Don't brubby. It's a good emote. I like that emote. Don't you brummy. Yeah, we'll do next week. We got through chapter 3, so we should be Proton John. I saw the Proton stop. Yeah, we'll be going. The fact that we got through chapter 3, I think from what I saw in terms of how many chapters are here, Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out, and hope to see you again. Yeah, the fact that I think we're about halfway through. Makes me happy because I think we're on pace. I mean, it's like the. Can I? Yeah, of course I can't. I mean, I have this. I do have a bro emote. Anyway, for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you all so much for watching. I'm Blurry Phoenix, and game on.